Man, yo, what it do, YouTube family? It's y'all boy Sluu Hustle, and I appreciate y'all for tapping back in. Before we get into this video, let me remind you all that this is a reaction channel, so please just bear with me as I give you this reaction. I ain't gonna take too much of your time. Let's tap in with Funa and see what he got today.
In this video, we'll be telling the story of Raw Diggs, a rapper whose life was so enthralled with violence, he ended up incarcerated in one of the most secure supermax prisons in the world,
Oh
known to
shit!
house America's most dangerous inmates. His
ADX
ruthless
Florence?
gangster lifestyle caused federal investigators to view him in the same light as terrorists and cartel leaders.
Oh yeah, he gotta be an
To make
ADX.
things worse,
Gotta
he would
be.
openly rap about all his crimes in vivid detail, giving prosecutors an open and shut case to send him behind bars for life.
Damn.
Raw Diggs, real name Ron Herron, was born in 1982 in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay,
He
we
grew up
tapped
in the
into
Gowanus
Brooklyn. Shout
housing
out to East
projects,
Coast.
one of the roughest projects in that area. In the late 80s and early 90s, the area lived under the constant pressure of poverty, police presence, and territorial tensions. And Raw, like many young boys in the projects at that time, found himself pulled into that world long before he learned how to escape it. At just the age of 12, he witnessed one of his close friends get killed by a police officer for holding a toy gun, which the officer mistook as real. Seeing this level of violence at such a young age.
Hold on, bro. Let's do our homework on how crazy that really is. Like, it was that bad back in like the 80s and 90s. Nigga had a toy gun at 12 years old, bro. Had like a BB gun, airsoft gun of some sort, and the boys smoked her behind that. Like, that's just that. Those were the times niggas were living in, bro. I couldn't imagine that.
Change anyone.
Today, if that happens,
Raw started getting involved in the streets himself.
niggas are
About
flooding
1
New
year
York,
after
rioting
witnessing
New
his
York.
friend's death, Raw would get locked up for the first time. From that point on, he was constantly in and out of jail for various crimes, with the crimes seemingly getting worse and worse each time. At just the age of 14, he was sentenced to 4 years in prison for an armed robbery.
Shit.
After getting out, he hopped right back into a life of crime.
That's all he
knows. He became a member of the Bloods, and eventually became the leader of a blood set called the Murderous Mad Dogs. They controlled various housing projects in Brooklyn.
Hold on, bro. The Murderous Mad Dogs? Before we even get too far, bro, go ahead and leave a like on this video. I know this is gonna be a good one. I know this is gonna be a good one.
Participated in crimes such as extortion, drug trafficking, armed robbery, and contract killing. Raw also pursued a rap career, and his criminal lifestyle would serve as the subject matter of his music.
Damn.
In a crazy situation, Raw was shot in the leg. Then, just a few days later, Raw's cousins would allegedly go and kill the guy in retaliation. Raw would rap about this in vivid detail in one of his songs.
So it's
nigga shot me 5 times, 2 days later the nigga died. Put in my own work, but niggas will kill for me.
Oh.
To no one's.
So hold on, was he New York's first drill rapper? You know I'm from the East Coast, but I ain't really tapped into New York. Let me know. If you from New York, Brooklyn to be exact, let me know if he was the first drill rapper around the way.
Raw would soon start taking the killing into his own hands. On June 16, 2001, Raw allegedly shot and killed a man named Frederick Brooks.
Damn,
Raw allegedly killed Frederick because Frederick started selling drugs in his territory without permission. Investigators responding to the crime scene found 10 bags of crack cocaine on Frederick's body.
Oh my God. He ain't even take the work off him. He literally killed the nigga for pumping around his weight and didn't even take the drugs off him. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why not?
Shot in the neck, the back, and the face. Raw was actually arrested for this murder and placed on trial. A jury looked at the details of the case and ended up finding him not guilty of the murder. What the jury did not know was that 2 witnesses who saw the shooting refused to take the stand, telling detectives that they feared for their lives.
Man, what?
One witness said he was shot at while walking with his young son. His mother said one of Raw's associates who sat in the courtroom during the murder trial came to her job, named her children, and told her to advise her son not to testify. Another witness said,
"Yeah, yep, that's enough right there. That's enough right there. That niggas are shooting at niggas shot at one of the witnesses with a kid, pulled up to the witness's mama's job and told her, so and so, so and so, so and so, so and so. Yeah, those your kid's name, right? Yeah, make sure little bro don't go to court." he take that stand, it's gonna get bad. Oh my fucking gosh.
Raw called
Oh
her
my
home from
fucking
prison,
gosh.
warning bad things would happen if she told jurors she saw anything. A third witness testified that
He
one
was
of
on the
Ra's
phone talking
associates
crazy
threatened her
himself.
granddaughter. Before these witness intimidation allegations came to light, Ra was already acquitted of his charges. Ra would be convicted
Damn.
of drug charges, so he wasn't released until 2007. Sadly for the city of New York, Ra's violent ways would continue once he was back outside prison walls. On May 9, 2008,
Yeah, he's a
man
fucking
named
menace.
Richard Russo was in the Wyckoff Gardens housing project when Ra allegedly shoved him into an elevator and shot him in the head. Emergency responders pronounced Richard dead on the scene. Apparently, Richard and Ra had been arguing back and forth, and Richard allegedly told people that he was gonna kill Ra when he met up with him again.
Oh
Ra
my gosh. Well, that's where you fucked up, Richard. That's where you fucked up, Richard. You should have just left shit in the streets. You should have left it where it was, bro. If you saw him, you saw him. Bump your gun when you see him. But I don't know if a nigga that just, bro, come on, bro. He ain't just scared one person. He scared 4 different witnesses out of testifying and putting him away for life. For a murder. You can't let the streets know you're gonna kill a nigga like him when you see him, because once he hear that, nigga, he's gonna do exactly what he did to your dumbass. You fucking idiot. Nigga named Richard. That nigga
took
dumb
this
as
threat to
hell.
heart and decided to kill him first. About 1 year later, Ra would kill again.
Oh, he was cool with
On
Rocka
September
and all them.
30th,
Oh, they was really
2009, Ra
banging.
confronted a man named Victor Zapata in the Wyckoff Gardens housing project. Victor had allegedly shot one of Ra's associates in a prior incident, so Ra was actively hunting him down. Once Ra saw Victor, he chased him through the building. Once he caught up with Victor, Ra allegedly shot him multiple times in the head and chest. Victor was rushed to Long Island College Hospital,
he was giving
where
niggas
he was
the blues.
pronounced dead. Following this murder, Ra would continue rapping, all while serving as a drug kingpin and terrorizing the streets behind the scenes.
This nigga was, real menace to
Shortly
society.
before his final arrest, Ra nearly killed rap superstar Jim Jones. The
Oh,
two of them got
shit.
into an altercation at a music studio, so Ra decided to round up some hitters and follow him to a
What?
strip club to kill him when he came out. Fortunately, Jim Jones and his entourage were able to flee the scene unscathed.
Hold on.
Eventually, all of the dirt
Hold
Ra was doing
on. So Jim Jones be popping it with niggas today on the media like he almost didn't lose his life for real? Like, nigga, a nigga really almost killed you, bruh. Like, and we talking about a real street nigga. That's probably why he feels so untouchable, bruh. That's why Jim. Okay, now I get it. Cause I be like, Jim Jones, I ain't never heard of you doing nothing to nobody, nigga. But I get it
would
though.
cause him to pay
You
the
outlived
price.
some shit like
In
this.
October of 2010,
You damn near got the rights to
DEA,
say what you want to niggas.
NYPD, and federal agents moved in. Ra Diggs was arrested on drug charges first, but prosecutors were only warming up. Once they had him, they expanded the case.
Yeah.
More witnesses came
As soon as
forward.
we got our hands
Old
on you, we
files
just gonna
resurfaced.
go ahead and let this
What
shit
started
stack.
as a drug case became a RICO indictment that included drug trafficking, murder conspiracy, 3 homicides, firearm offenses, and witness intimidation. And then came the trial.
Murder is the charge against an aspiring rapper accused of living the thug life. Fox 5's Lisa Evers live in downtown Brooklyn.
He
Outside
did
the
more than
courthouse
live
where
it.
The suspect took the stand today. Lisa.
Well, Steve, a very dramatic day here. I was in the courtroom as this accused Bloods gang leader and rapper on the rise tried to counter the government's claims that he's a killer drug lord who terrorized his own community.
The trial
Damn.
began in May 2014
Damn.
in the Eastern District of New York. From the first day, the courtroom felt like a movie. Prosecutors portrayed Ra as the leader of a violent drug enterprise, someone who used fear and retaliation to control his territory.
Yeah,
They
they
didn't
get to
just
saying
use
shit like that,
witnesses.
it's over.
They used his music, his tweets, his DVD freestyles, his studio videos, anything they thought would frame his image as proof of criminal identity.
Yo, if this is not enough for you young niggas to understand everything you whip out and you whip out your camera and you gotta record all of that shit. Once they get your hands on you, if this isn't enough to show you that they've been doing this since niggas got cameras, why the fuck don't you think they gonna do it if they get you? Like, that's what I'm not understanding about the Instagram live and with the ops and recording shootouts and all of that and then rapping about it. Like, nigga, whatever little bit, like whatever, I mean whatever, bro. I'm talking about shit this big. If they can grab 100 pieces of something this big on a federal indictment, I promise you, by the time they're done putting shit together, remember, 100 pieces of things this, like 100 little, the shit'll look like this. I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's been going on forever. I don't even know who this
The
nigga
defense
is.
filed back. They argued
This
there
nigga's
was no
that old. I
physical
don't even know who the
evidence
fuck he
tying
is.
Raw
I'm
to the
25.
murders. No fingerprints, no DNA, no ballistics linking him personally to a murder weapon. But the prosecution had built a storyline the jury believed. And in
Damn,
June
I ain't
of
gonna lie, that's crazy.
2014, Rod Diggs was convicted on all major counts. At sentencing, the judge didn't hold back. He called Rod dangerous, unrepentant, and a menace to the community.
Yep,
He
for
said
sure
the
he was.
violence painted a picture of a man who ruled through fear. Rod, for his part, called the trial a setup. He said the witnesses lied. He said the government wanted to make an example out of him, but the judge handed down the sentence anyway. Rod later told the judge that he could give him 10 life terms and that he was only going to die once. On April 2nd,
Oh my. The judge told that nigga, hold the fuck up. The judge told that nigga
2015,
what?
life term. He said the witnesses lied. He said the government wanted to make an example out of him, but the judge handed down the sentence anyway. Rod later told the judge that he could give him 10 life terms and that he was only going to die once.
Oh, he said that to the judge? Wait, I thought the judge said it to him. Hold on, he said that to the judge. You could give me 10 life terms and I'm only gonna die once. Nigga, what did you think that was doing for you in this situation?
April 2nd,
What the
2015,
fuck is up
he
with
was
this
sentenced
nigga,
to
bro?
12 life sentences plus 105 years in prison. Following
Whoa!
his sentencing, Rod was transported to the
Whoa!
ADX Supermax facility in Colorado.
Oh my fucking god. Yo, the judge is wild. That nigga is wild as fuck. That nigga said you can give me 10 life sentences. It don't matter. I only die once. He said, all right, bet. Here's 12 of them. Back up. Matter of fact, hold on. Here's 105 more years. What the fuck? 12 life sentences plus 105 years, bro? Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is one of the worst and strictest prisons in America. Inmates at the ADX complex
I knew he was
in
at ADX
isolation for
Florence.
23 hours per day with minimal human contact. The 1 hour of yard time that they get is spent in an outdoor cage by themselves. After his conviction, Rod didn't stop fighting. On April 8th, 2015, he filed an appeal with the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit, arguing that his conviction violated his First Amendment rights, essentially claiming that the government had punished him for his music and lyrics, not for actual crimes. The appeal moved slowly through the system, but on February 14, 2019, the court issued its ruling. They rejected his claim, declaring it without merit, and upheld the original conviction. Till this day, Raw is still being held in ADX Florence.
Damn, fool. Damn, fool. I ain't gonna lie, fam. This one was crazy. I've never heard of him, but this nigga was most definitely ruthless. He had Brooklyn in a fucking headlock. You could tell me he had all of New York in a headlock, and I fucking believe it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'll tell you this, bro. Everything you do out here in the streets, man, this shit'll come back to you, and this is a perfect example of it, bro. They gave this nigga so much time, fool. Like they gave this nigga so much time, fool. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Death probably would have been better. And I don't wish that set on nobody, bro. 12 life sentences, gang. Plus 105. They was that fucking petty, bruh. But when they get their hands on you, after you done did so much out here, they're gonna do what they want to do. And that shit's, it's sad to say, but that ain't the first nigga we gonna see in a situation like this, and it probably ain't the last. It's your boy Sluu Hustle. I appreciate you all for tapping in. Go ahead and leave a like on your way out. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you thought was crazy about this shit. And subscribe for a chance to win some free money out of my podcast. This is not a scam. Go ahead and check out this description below to see how you can get some free money from me, Sluu Hustle. I'll see you again real soon.